When the first hard freeze of fall guts your garden, what do? Well, of course, you start planting. Today is Saturday, and we're going to start planting some of our fall, winter crops. Come on, let's plant. We've got a month before winter, and then we got another, 90 days before spring? So what do? Well, we started these seeds a while ago, then we got a downpour, and part of the seeds got washed out, but we got a little bit of germination. We got enough to put in this raised bed, and that's all I wanted. Usually I have way too much. This way we'll be able to space them out. We ought to get a really nice harvest. We're going to start with some cabbages. We already have nice roots forming all the way down. You were with me when I put the raised beds and that hugel mound together. And that hugel mound's only about half done. I was waiting for some of this stuff to die back, and then I'm going to use that for some woody brown, and then we're going to put another layer of soil there. But for right now, let's go ahead and plant out these cabbages. I'm going to give them a little spacing. Probably not as much as I should, but I never do. I found the more roots you have together, the better your plants do. It's that life in the soil. And this raised bed is straight soil contact to the actual garden, so we're going to get that same benefit. And planting in your bed is just like planting in the garden. You pull that mulch out of the way, then you just dig a hole big enough to accommodate the root ball, and that's all you have to do. And when these get a little size to them, we're going to come back and we're going to mulch in with leaves. Now, to protect this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the hoops on here, and then we're going to drape plastic over it on the really cold nights. Right now, though, it is Saturday, and as the frost is coming across America, and some people's gardens are finishing up, some people are mulching, some people are planting. Let's take a look at some of our contributors. Art didn't lose all his squash. He had a little heat island effect. Got some leaves singed a little bit, but he also got some really nice squash, and they're still going. Art, thank you. Walter said he couldn't believe how many peppers and green tomatoes he got on his final harvest before the hard freeze. Said his garden isn't that big, but the deep mixed mulch, it makes it possible. Lucy, what are you going to plant for the winter? Walter, thank you for sharing. Mike and Linda's East Texas garden made it through that frost. Their tomatoes didn't get hurt. Their spinach are coming up, and they're putting down more mixed deep mulch. Mike, Linda, garden looks wonderful. Thank you for the inspiration. Weren't those amazing? So I've got two different kinds of seed trays here, as you notice. This one's the burpee. It's got a little plastic bottom, pushes up really easily. And the cabbages I planted in the Vigo seed cells, both of these seed trays work really well. And if you're interested in something like this, I do have an Amazon link on the description box below. I have that and the other stuff that I use in the garden, and Christmas is coming. Now let me get the rest of these Bok-Choi in. While we're doing that, let's go on down to Florida and see what Bruce is planting. Bruce's Orlando food forest is just amazing. Thinning out his carrots, using the carrot tops for pesto, and 3-foot long red beans. I got some of those seeds and I'm itching for spring. Bruce, thank you for the motivation and for inspiring us all year long. Now, aren't these contributors absolutely fantastic? Leave a comment down below and let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their garden. And I invite you to become a member of this group. It doesn't cost anything, just send in a picture now and again. Help us motivate others that might want to learn how to garden. We're just a loose-knit community of people that like to get their hands dirty and grow things that taste great. After all, this is where we get ideas, this is where we get inspiration, and I get the motivation to come out here and show you just exactly what's possible in a deep mixed mulch garden. Talking about what's possible, if I would have had many more germinate, I wouldn't have had any more room. I do have a little space here. We're going to put some lettuce there, but let's go ahead and get our hoop set up. Now, you can get 1/2-inch PVC pipe that bends pretty easy and is pretty cheap. I can't remember exactly where I picked this up. Some farm sale or something, but I had it hanging out for such a long time. My wife's like, what are you going to do with that? Well, I'd find something to do with it. And today is what we're doing with it. It's pretty easy. I'm just gonna stick this down into the ground, and I'm gonna put several of these across here. Just like all my spacing, just kind of eyeballing it. All we're using this for is to hold up the plastic. Nice thing about using the old sweet potato patch is the ground is nice and soft. Now I've seen all kinds of things you can do. If you're going to use PVC pipe, you get joints, you measure them out, you drill them, you don't have to do any of that. We're just going to take some string and we're going to tie that up. It's going to be beautiful. I'm really not doing anything fancy. We're just kind of eyeballing it down the center and tying it. And since these shorter ones aren't long enough to go the whole way, I'm doubling it up. And we will put a piece of tape on the end before we pull the plastic because we don't want to poke a hole in it. But aside from that, this is just temporary. This is just this year's. We just have to have it strong enough that it's going to hold the plastic up and shed the snow, shed the sleet, shed the rain. Yeah, this is just a piece of string I had laying around. Never throw anything away in the garden. You never know when you can use it. Nothing fancy. That's the way I'm doing it anyhow. I don't have the time to measure it out, nor do I care. That's pretty good. Now, if you think you need a little bit more, you can always run another one down the side or down both sides. But I think we're going to be pretty good with this kind of a dome. When we get the plastic over it, it's going to shed whatever. And yeah, if I had a nice fancy hinge top, it would be easier to get in here. But I can reach everything from where I'm sitting right now. What I want to plant now is we got some lettuce we let go to seed. And they need to be thinned out a little bit. And lettuce is very forgiving. So I'm just going to take a couple of these little clumps, break them apart, and get them in this coal frame. It's easy enough. Take your finger down in there and kind of pull out a chunk. Just like the rest, you just dig a little depression, just big enough for that root ball. Just kind of tease these apart a little bit. Go ahead and plant that little clump. Looks like we got another full week of really nice weather now. It's gonna be in the 70s in the day, in the 50s at night. Give me plenty of time to rake up some leaves and get ready to really start mulching the garden. Just by letting things die back, I was able to find my leeks. They're doing fine. I'm gonna leave those go for a little bit. We got some onions over here. And right over here, we've got cilantro coming up on its own, a couple kind of parsley, and then we've got plantain. My dandelion didn't fare too bad. Got another dandelion back here. Looks like we've got some purple dead nettle coming up. But we've got these carrots. When we were saving seeds, I must have spilled some. Wherever you're at on your garden cycle, whether you're piling up mulch, whether you're planting, whether you're protecting, whether you're picking, whether you're doing a combination, keep your eye to the sky. The weather is going to play a factor, but we have a lot of control about what we do in our garden. With just a little intention and a little planning, you can keep something growing all year round in most zones. You can do this too. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.